With just days to the Eti-Osa local government elections, the stakes are high. From years of neglected communities to unfulfilled promises and questionable leadership, the people are asking, will anything really change this time? Today, I'm joined by Ajobi Ayomide Zainab, Labour Party's vice chairmanship candidate, who is standing in for John Ademola Akano, the Labour Party's chairmanship candidate, who couldn't make it in today. They are stepping into a race clouded by political fatigue and rising expectations. Does the Labour Party have real solutions or just another manifesto? We are cutting through the talk. No safe answers, no dodging. Let's get right into it. Welcome to J on Air. All right, Honorable, good to have you in the studio with us this evening. How are you doing?
Hi, good evening. I'm good.
All right. All right, I can tell that it's been a lot, sadly, Mr. Akano could not join us in the studio today. I know that you guys were working on stuff before now. But how has the campaign season been like for both of you?
It has not been easy, but we thank God.
Yeah. What has been the most challenging, part about this entire season? Because again, when we said Labour Party candidates were coming, people were really excited. Now we know that Labour Party gained momentum in 2023 with the elections, Peter Obi. So when they hear anybody involved in Labour Party, there's a build-up of excitement. You understand? And so we just want to hear some of the challenges that you have faced. Since candidacy was announced.
Election generally requires fund. I think we've put in a lot into the rally, into the campaign, and these are strictly be funded by myself and my boss. So it has not been easy.
So we need to talk about you being the vice chairmanship candidate. Now, when people hear the word vice, whether in presidency, whether in governorship, whether in local government, people think that no, the vice is just not as important. The vice is just, they just pick a vice. What is really the job of the vice? We don't really hear much about the vice. What would be your response to that question, and what are you going to do effectively if you're elected to be the vice chairman of one of the most, or in fact the most important local government, some people were arguing, the whole of Nigeria?
My boss is a selfless man. He accommodates everyone. On my post as a vice chairperson, I'll be acting more or less like the chairman himself. When my boss was actually reading his manifesto, he mentioned 40% of his administration are going to be ladies. And that is one of the main reasons why he's picking a female as his vice.
All right, I like that. 40%. That is a huge commitment to say that 40% of administration is going to be women. We've done our research. We know what you carry. What are your qualifications to answer those people that say, does she have the qualification?
Let me throw that question at my boss. Let me talk about his even if I'm going to come back to mine. I think my boss is qualified to be on the seat.
And that is Mr. John Ademola Akano.
That is Mr. Honorable John Ademola Akano. So coming back to me, I studied dental nursing.
Okay.
Yeah, that was what I studied. So along the line, after I graduated, I have to switch into business. And as we speak, I'm also into real estate consultants. And I've done well on that field.
All right, so I want to expand on that, because again, like I said, I like that you're here representing, your principal. But I like that, the vice is here, because I want people to understand that, what we're trying to do is make people realize that local government elections are very important. That's number one. And number two, every person is important, whether you're the vice, whether you're a councillor in any ward, you are as important. Let's expand a bit on, your qualifications and what you've done in Eti-Osa. Are there certain areas people will go to and we can measure your impact, in certain areas in Eti-Osa? Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Are you asking me now?
Yes, I'm asking. Do you live in Eti-Osa local government area?
Yes, I live in Eti-Osa. I live in Chevron Drive, to be precise.
Okay.
Yes. And I've been living there for the past 5 years.
Okay.
Yes. I have my office in Eti-Osa.
Okay.
I have my office in Eti-Osa, and most of my staffs are Eti-Osa indigenous. Yes.
All right. So what's now important? I like that you have staff that are Eti-Osa indigenes. What are some key things that are important to you? Now, if you stay around Chevron Drive, there are some flooding issues close to that area. There are some terrible roads close to that area.
Yeah.
What are certain things that are key to you as a person, as a vice president, chairmanship candidate, that you feel like these are key things we like to handle in the first 30 days or 100 days in office if we're elected into office?
Okay. Recently, we noticed the high level of the road, the bad road, and the traffic, the heavy traffic, and what have you. Even as I think I'm also one of the victims. Yeah, let me put it that way. That is the first assignment my boss is looking at. After that, we look into street light. Most of these roads are lacking street light. So, and it's actually not safe for the people of Eti-Osa at night. Then my boss is also looking at empowering the indigenous of Eti-Osa. Okay. We want to empower them. We have this, what's it called? This money, not this Bomule Lanta of a thing. My boss is looking at the way of which he can come in and empower them financially and see what they can do, and then put out a scholarship schooling what's it called for any of the indigene that is probably less privileged but is actually doing well in school, and see how we can push him or her in school.
Empowering the people. Yeah. But I like to go into specifics. I was speaking to a candidate on Monday of the youth party, and then he gave that he has a rice plan, and he explained the specifics of his plan. So what are the specific plans you have for the people, and how do you aim to achieve that? I'm asking that because a lot of people say that the Labour Party is riding on the wings of the obedient movement in 2023. So when we were saying that you were going to be here, they said we need to know what their exact plans are going to be, so that yes, we may love these people, but we need to be sure that if they are voted in, they have the exact plans. Because we could say we're going to do street lights. How do you intend to do that? Yeah, we're going to solve the flooding issue. How do you intend to do that?
The specific parts, number one, the light issue, we are fixing it. The street lights are the local areas. You actually know the major roads is none of our business. So the local what's it called, the federal road is none of our business. So we are working strictly on the local roads, and the flooded area, we'll see how we can come about it, because there are actually some roads that we might not be allowed to work on. So to the best of our knowledge, the ones we can able to do, we will do our best on the flooded area. I think that is the number one priority of the chairman's what's it called? Then the street light, and then he also promised accessibility. Yes, he promised accessibility to the people of Eti-Osa. For every quarter of the year, there will be a town hall meeting for him to meet with them, rub minds with them, tell him the things they need in the community, and he promised to do that for them.
All right, so we have to go back to some important conversations here, and I like that you've mentioned some specific plans that you have, and we're hoping that if you're voted in come Saturday, you'll be able to to make those plans happen. But let's talk a bit about the Labour Party and LISEC. Now, LISEC has had a lot of issues with some of the parties, and Labour Party has been a key party that LISEC has had issues with. What do you say to address that specific issue, involving LISEC? And how can people trust that, if you are voted in, LISEC is going to uphold the election results come Saturday?
I'm putting this out to LISEC. Please, I don't want to believe the election is actually a selection. I want to believe it's a free and fair election. I want to trust our president on this, that we're having a free and fair election, as he has always promised.
Let's talk about women development. There have been some issues. We know that when it comes to APC, is one of the candidates who was a woman was removed. We know that when it comes to just election processes here, Senator Natasha, there are so many issues that involve women, and women are not as represented. As a woman vying for this position, if you are voted in, what are you going to do? Even though it may seem like it's in the local government, what are your plans, to change that face of how women are perceived when it comes to politics in Nigeria?
Like I said earlier, my boss, Honorable John Ademola Akano, has promised to at least have 40% of his administrator to be women.
Okay.
So a lot of things will be done to bring out more women in politics. I think me being in the picture is is for the benefits of the woman, so that I can speak for them, and we can actually have equal rights here in Eti-Osa. Yes.
Many people argue, like I said, Eti-Osa is one of the richest local government areas, and sometimes you have plans, but when you begin to see the billions of naira, especially now that the government has given the local government autonomy, so you're getting money directly from the federal government, even though there are still some arguments there. So the funds directly gets into your hand from the federal government. You're also getting revenues from another part. People might argue that some of your values might change. You don't think that your values or his values can change?
Like I said, we are for the people. We are from the grassroots. We've been there. We know how it feels. We are not where we got to today. We are not just there overnight. We are not from a rich home. My boss is not from a rich home. I'm not from a rich home. So we know where we are coming from. And I thank God the party that we are into, we are not into a godfatherism or what have you. Labour Party is the party that will give you the platform, allow you to do it your way. So the people of Eti-Osa, please kindly give us this benefit of doubt that we will deliver to you 100%.
All right, let's take some of their questions here as you ask the people of Eti-Osa to give you the benefit of the doubt. Treasure from Agungi here says, are there plans for insecurity and flooding? The rain is causing a lot of damage. What plans are put in place to secure lives and property, especially in areas like Agungi, which has been experiencing flood for so many years, yet every single person year in, year out keeps making failed promises? Okay,
our major specific act in Agungi, we want to look if there is anything we can do to the expansion of the road, majorly on the drainage system. Yes. Because we actually experienced that. We also passed through that place. Like I said, we are also from the grassroots. We understand this pain. So my boss actually have that in mind. We have series of videos of Agungi. We've passed there this morning, and we understand exactly what he's talking about. So we are actually working on that as well.
All right, still speaking to the situation in Agungi, a specific issue that I've also noticed is that, generally in Lagos, there's the Agbero culture where we have area boys, but it's Agungi is a hub, there are estates there, but some of those estates are disturbed day in, day out by the area boys that say that they are money that they own. So if you are moving from point A to point B, you have to pay certain people. You understand? If you don't settle them, they destroy your bus, they destroy your luggage, they destroy your. Are they specific plans to address that specific issue in Eti-Osa?
Yeah, we have a specific plan. My boss, Honorable John, has this plan of he wants to set up an empowerment program. If there's a way you can set up this, we have a lot of plans for them. Number one, this empowerment program, what am I going to call it? Institution.
Okay.
Crafting and
arts and crafts.
Yes, work with the government to rehabilitate them, and youth empowerment to empower them, put them in schools, and works, and the likes.
Do you think that just creating those platforms will really work? Because these are people that have been on the streets for a long time, and this is how they make their money. What's the plan to be able to convince them? Because we've had a series of governments come into power to say that they will address the area boy issues. Now I know that you cannot address the area boy issues in Lagos, but specifically Eti-Osa, this is your place.
The truth is, many of these people, they do not even wish to be on the streets. Many of them do not have option. That is why they are there. This campaign makes me get close to many of them. Many of them are now my friends. If many of them should open his mouth and tell you his story, you might even start crying with him. So it's obvious many of these people, they don't even wish to be there. So I'm sure if we can come in with one or two help for them, even if we cannot eradicate all of them, they will be reduced drastically.
There's also the job of the party to ensure that if we come out to vote on Saturday, our votes are protected. Does Labour have specific plans to ensure that votes are protected come Saturday?
We have all the security measures on ground to protect, and trust us, your votes will count. Yes, it's true.
Are there specific things that you want to say that LASEC has done and that you hope LASEC will not do?
Like I have said, I have pleaded with LASEC to do the rightful thing. The chairman of LASEC is a retired justice, so I believe she will do a good job. But I think as we speak, though, I am not too comfortable with what is happening, because I think by now there should have been each polling unit should have been marked. By now, people should have known where they will be voting. They should have known their polling unit space. But nothing has been done about that till now. An election is in few days' time. So I think by now, so those are part of the things we are pleading to LASEC to, and mostly most of the information we get from LASEC usually comes late. Yes.
All right, we're going to take some more questions here. Jide here says, Ma, you make it sound like it's your boss who will be making all the decisions. So what will you be doing there? Because all I hear is my boss, through this interview. There is no articulation as to what your part is going to be. So what are you specifically,
Okay, I don't want people to mix this up. As a vice, I am only there to support, advise, and encourage my boss. I don't have a 50-50 chance with him. I am only there to advise him. Okay, my boss is going A, and I see that it is B. Ogami Ejosa, B.
I think the worry when people ask questions like that, Jide, I think that's the name. Yeah, Jide's question is that we've seen situations where, God forbid, we hope that, he's able, if he wins, he's able to run his tenure. But we've seen situations where, the principal is removed or something happens and the vice has to step in. So people are worried is if you are still enamored with your chairman and you are following his rules and loyalty and all of that, if that happens and you step in, can you actually lead? Can you actually be the chairman or one of the richest, if not the richest local government area, Eti-Osa, in Nigeria?
The truth is, my boss is actually a nice man. Like I said, it's a selfless boss. He's a loving man. I wouldn't even want people of Eti-Osa to lose somebody like him. To that question, of course, I can stand in for him. I can do whatever I have to do. But then, as we speak, he's still the boss, and then I think I owe him all the respect and accolades. So let's talk about my boss and not me. Thank you.
All right. She wants us to talk about her boss and not her. Let's go straight to Ogusoya from Lekki here. Says, Ma, I apologize, but you don't sound convincing enough. I'm currently watching and listening, but I can barely see reasons to come out to vote for your party. Do you mind helping a very concerned citizen of Nigeria living in Eti-Osa on why I should leave my house to vote for you, please? So I don't know if it's the composure because this person is watching. How do you convince this person?
Okay, Mr. Ogusoya. If it is the composure, I am so sorry. I've been under stress and I just have to meet up with this interview. As you can see, myself and my boss, we are young. I don't know if we are a youth like us. And we have a lot in plans for people of Eti-Osa. And we are also coming from the grassroots. We are coming from People's Party, and we are targeting the people's needs. Yes, can you give us this benefit of that? And please stop looking at my composure. I am not composed at the moment. It's few days to the election. I have been under stress for the past 3 months. Thank you.
All right, this person here says, Ajiboy, says, please help me ask her, how close will they be to the people? Won't they make it difficult for people to reach them when they are voted in? what do they have in place for people to reach them without struggling too much?
We'll be having a town hall meeting every quarter of the year. My boss is planning to have this this football what is it called, match. Probably every quarters of the year as well.
Yeah,
it will organize that for people of Eti-Osa. It will be there, and a lot of activities will be going on. You will have access to the chairman himself. You'll be able to rub mind with him, talk to him. It's actually for the people. My boss is very, very accessible, very accessible, 100%.
Yeah. All right. Favor here says, hello Jay, good evening. I'm texting from Jakonde. As a woman myself, I want to know what you've personally done in this local government area before agreeing to this candidacy. Okay,
like I said, I said earlier, I'm a real estate consultant. I have my company here in Eti-Osa, and I have about 20 staffs working with me, and most of them are from Eti-Osa. So I think with that I'm good. Yes.
All right. So let's say the elections happen on Saturday and you win. The first 30 days, the first 100 days, what are the most important things to the Labour Party to address in Eti-Osa? The most important, first 100 days.
Important, the flooding area. They want to work. We are working on the flooding area, the roads, the bad road, the local road, infrastructure development, drainage system. That is, I think that is our priority for our first 100 days in the office. We want to mainly the street lights. We want to channel solar energy on all the roads, because most of these roads they are dangerous at night. They are not safe. So we are looking at what we can do. Ajimo, Ilason, those areas, they really need to be looked into.
This person says, good evening, J-Man. Hello, sis. Please say no more. You guys are winning by his grace, in as much as your party's Labour Party. That is Oluwadoze from Surulere. Let's say we've already had the situation where you've won, and you've addressed that this is what you're going to do in 100 days. What happens if you don't win? What is the next step? What happens if you don't win come Saturday?
Politics is not actually a do or die affair. We are just here to try. If we don't win, our life continues. We go back into business and we'll push further. But I'm sure we'll win 100%.
Okay, let us quickly take this phone call before we proceed. Hello, welcome to the show. Hello, hi. Good afternoon. Good evening. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Olayinka.
All right, Olayinka, do you have a question for the Honorable in the studio?
No, I don't really have. I have something to say because I'm really afraid for myself and the people that she's going to head if she wins.
Okay.
I don't see any aura of controlling from her. And if she's like this, I'm very sure her chairman is going to be like this too. Her boss. There is no aura of controlling. In fact, I was shocked to see that you were even interviewing the vice chairman, because I did not start the show with you guys. I just heard you saying something, vice chairman from Eti-Osa. So that's when I knew that you were interviewing a candidate.
So your worry is that you don't think. Do you want her to address that?
Yes, if I can see any change in anything, then I will be able to be rest assured, because there is really nothing I'm seeing. Even the questions is answering. I think it's you that is giving her the answer.
I promise I'm not giving anybody an answer here.
No, I am hearing what that is going on, and I understand everything, because you see, the arms is more than what she's saying. Her arms is more than what she's saying. Her words.
All right. Thank you so much. I mean, this is the point of the show where people calling, to air their opinions. It's beyond opinion. So this is the second person that is saying this. This person is saying, I am worried. And this is also affecting not just you, but also your principal. How do you address this?
To understand, in politics, you should be for the people. You cannot control the people. It is the people that will control us. Yes. In politics, you don't control people. You listen to people. You work for people. We are here to serve you. You can't control the people. So we are working for you all. It's actually funny, because when you see a politician that is telling you, you can't tell me that this is what I would do, then that is not a politician. A politician will have a listening ear. You want to reach through people's mind and know what you are lacking and want to work with that. So I am sorry, this is me, and this is how I'm going to serve my government, and I am for the people, and I'm here to listen to the people's mind. Thank you.
Hello.
All right. Hello. Good evening, sir. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Ajobi Ayomide World Best.
All right, World Best. Go ahead. Ask your question.
Oh, I appreciate the woman. I appreciate everything what they're doing here.
Okay.
But only my question is that it's the only legal Eti-Osa people that they go to empower. All those we are come for village. All those we don't have any activity. That's my own question.
Hello. Wow. All right, try to call us back if you can. I'm not sure that I quite understood the question.
I think he's trying to. He said I only mentioned empowering only the Eti-Osa people.
Yes.
Okay, I think that is his question. Okay, the truth is we are not just empowering only Eti-Osa people. In as much we are in Eti-Osa, I think it is not. In as much you live in Eti-Osa, you'll be part of our what was it called? You'll be part of our beneficiaries. So it's not basically for the people of Eti-Osa. But one thing that we promise the people of Eti-Osa is that 60% of our revenue will be going to them. Yeah.
All right. Hello. Welcome to the show. What's your name?
Hello.
Hi. Good evening. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Good evening. My name is Mayoko.
All right. Mayoko, what's your question? Go ahead.
I don't have a question for her. But like the other caller said, she is not sounding too convincing enough. Yeah, she is not sounding too convincing enough. She needs to convince the people. She needs to convince the people to what they need. And then if they are not seeing that convention, then it's a problem. So I think she just needs to work on that, or talk more about what needs to be heard. It's not about my boss has this, my boss has this plan. What are the things that needs to be done? What are the things that need to be addressed quickly for the people of the Delta and the
All right. Thank you so much for calling to the studio.
Okay. Let me quickly answer to that. I don't understand why many people do not want me to mention my boss. Number one, he actually sent me down here to represent him. So whatever I'll be saying here will be in respect of his name. He mentioned I've not been sounding convincing, but let me add to the question the things we'll be doing for Eti-Osa. We'll be having a state of emergency. State of emergency will be declared on all the bad drainage system in the whole of Eti-Osa. We'll be working with all the system of the government to ensure this, both federal and states. We'll be working with both federal and states to ensure all of this is being put in place. The drainage system, like I said, this is the most thing we are lacking in Eti-Osa. The bad road, the flooded area. This is the and I want people to understand that as a local government chairman, there are limits to the things we can do. Yes, I want people to understand this. As a local government chairman, we only have access to the local road. Most of our duties are on the local road, on the local areas. So there are limits to the things we can do.
All right, we'll take this last call as we wrap this up. Welcome to the show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hello, good afternoon.
Hi, good evening. What's your name?
Well done.
Yes, thank you so much. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Fola. All right, go ahead, please.
Yes, I really appreciate Madam on stage there.
Okay.
I didn't say any sugar-coated or trying to. It's not really about convincing, but the little that I pray you enter, though, although it is in our hands also to vote, we do our own to best.
Okay.
And when you to enter, please do all what you promised us. Because I listened to the former one and I listened to yours too. And as for Labour Party, I know that Labour Party, they are still growing. unlike with the ones we have already. So talking about the way you are talking, I see there is no sugar coated. Please, madam, and your boss, the way you are saying it, my boss. Thank you very much.
All right. I mean,
let me quickly say one thing to that. I sincerely appreciate this last caller. She understands me so well. I understand many people they want we politicians to say things that we cannot do. Yes, like I have said, my boss is a man of his words. If we say we are doing A, we are doing A. So I wouldn't want to say something we will not be able to do. So like she said I don't want to be sugar-coated and say what we will not be able to do, and that is exactly what happened. So please, I am pleading to the people of Eti-Osa, kindly come out in numbers come July 12. Please kindly vote for, starting from our councillors in Lekki Phase 1 down to VGC, down to anywhere in Eti-Osa, Ikoyi, Obalende, anywhere in Eti-Osa. Please kindly come out in masses and vote for Labour Party, and we promise you we are going to deliver to you 100%, and there will be accessibility to myself and my boss. That is a promise from us to you all. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much for joining us, Honorable. Thank you for joining us to have this conversation and for listening to the people of Eti-Osa. This has been Jay on Air. But wrap up with Jay's take. Like I said on Monday, the power lies in your hands. It's July 12th. Whatever candidate you like, whether the one that is convincing enough or the one that is not convincing enough, the power still lies in your hands. The candidates have come here, they've said their piece, but you, the people, have the power. Don't forget that we have insecurity, we have flooding, we have street lights. We need people that will be proactive, people that will address these issues, people that will not just use words but will back up their words with action. Again, these leaders need to know that the power is in your hands. If you're sitting in your bed, if you're staying at home, if you're listening in your car and you just don't want to come out on Saturday, you are saying, it's a local government election, nothing is going to happen, I'm not so concerned, then whatever you see, you might just have to take. So what I'm saying is that think about it. Listen to the people that have spoken. Who do you back up? Who do your values align the most with? Who is that person that will really be able to address that issue? Who is that person you are confident in the most to address the issue that Eti-Osa has right now? We have Jay on Air Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 6 p.m. all the way to 7 p.m. right here on 88.5 UFM, but of course also streaming live across our different social media platforms. So make sure you follow us to get more information, and we'll definitely be putting out the video to this conversation in a bit.